welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Molly and I make health and fitness related videos on this channel. I'm so happy that you're here and ready to hang out with me and talk and chill and I don't know what, but I'm so happy that you're here. I am really excited to share with you guys what I have to talk about in today's video. I'm super excited to just dive into talking about something that is a pretty big thing in my life and I'm just ready to share with you guys. But first, I just have to show you guys this because I think it's hilarious. I am wearing this little dress, but I literally have leggings on underneath it because I was wearing leggings today. I was like, oh, I need to put something cute on top because I was wearing like a sweatshirt all day. I was like, I'm gonna put on like a cute little shirt or something so the upper half looks nice when I'm filming. I was like, I don't want to take my leggings off because they're so dang comfortable. So here we are, chilling in a dress and leggings. I feel like I'm 5 years old again. I just really want to dive right into this, so let's just get started. But before we do, if you are not subscribed, you can subscribe if you feel like it, and you can follow me on my social medias. I'll have my Instagram and everything linked below. I have a podcast, check it out. Okay, that's enough. Let's move on to the video. All right, so in today's video, I'm going to be talking with you guys all about how I have become a vegan and why I decided to go vegan. It was such a sudden decision that I really just want to share it with you guys because it's probably going to be a big part of my channel. I'm probably going to make a lot of videos about vegan foods and things I like, blah, blah, blah. So I just really want to share this with you guys. About 2 or 3 weeks ago, I randomly decided that I wanted to become a vegan. Okay, this was a decision I made at 2 in the morning. I couldn't sleep one night and I randomly was just watching a bunch of YouTube videos and I kept stumbling across like these vegan week in my life meal videos, you know, those videos. Something just like clicked in my head. I don't even know what it was. Like I had never thought about being vegan for myself. I had never thought of cutting out meat. I just never like really pictured myself to be a person to do that. And then that same night at 2 a.m. it just sparked my interest. So I started Googling it and I started Googling like what vegans eat because I didn't even really know what vegan was, and I just started Googling just everything about it, learning about it, and I was like, wow, this is like pretty interesting because I had already cut dairy out of my diet because I'm lactose intolerant. So you guys know I haven't eaten dairy for months and months. I've been lactose intolerant since I was like 15. It got really bad to the point where every time I would have it, even randomly, it was just not doing my body well at all. So, you know, I decided to cut dairy out and I don't eat gluten. Not that gluten has anything to do with being vegan, but I knew that like I have the capability of cutting out food groups because I've done it with gluten and dairy and I really don't have a problem. If anything, you know, it just makes me feel better. But the main reason, you guys, that I decided to go vegan is because of my stomach. So I have really bad bloating, and you know, I know a lot of people get bloated, blah, blah, blah. It's very common. Over the past couple months, I've been severely bloated every time I eat. Pretty much anything I eat. About 2 months ago, I think it was in June, I called my doctor and we set up an appointment, and I did an appointment on Zoom, and basically we just talked about everything, how, you know, I've been super bloated and I really don't know what's going on and I don't eat dairy and I don't know what's causing this. And she told me, okay, you know, try cutting out gluten or try going on a low FODMAP diet, which FODMAPs are just a lot of different foods that cause bloating and stomach issues and digestive issues. So I decided, okay, I'm just gonna try to cut out gluten because I kind of figured out that it was after I was eating bread, it was after I was eating snacks that had gluten in them. So I was like, okay, I think it's probably gluten that's causing this, so I'm just gonna cut it out, you know, whatever. It was kind of weird and tricky at first, but now I'm just so used to it. I started seeing improvements. I started feeling, you know, better. My stomach was less bloated all the time. It was less common. Probably about a month later, once things started to get better, they got worse again. And I was like, okay, now something else is causing it. So I don't know what the heck is going on. Like, I just need to figure it out, because if you've never been bloated, say a huge thank you to the world right now for not cursing you with that, because it's so uncomfortable. And it's not even like the look of it that I don't like. It's literally just the feeling. It's the most uncomfortable feeling. You feel like you're pregnant, like your stomach goes out so far, or mine does, and it's just uncomfortable. It's not like a nice feeling. It just happens a lot and blah blah blah. So but then this one night, once I researched the vegan thing, one of the main benefits from going vegan and, you know, living a vegan lifestyle, eating vegan foods, was a better digestive system and less bloating. And I was like, okay, maybe, just maybe, it's meat that's doing this to me. We literally just don't know. It could be anything under the sun. So I was like, all right, you know what? Next day I was like, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm going vegan. I'm cutting out meat. I'm cutting out, well, I already cut out dairy. Eggs, honey, anything that comes from an animal, I was like, I'm doing it. That day I just started eating as a vegan, and then that night I decided we were getting takeout from one of the Thai restaurants that my family and I love. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try one of their tofu dishes. I hated it so much that I ended up throwing the tofu away, cooking up chicken on the stove, and pouring it in like the rice and sauce that I got. I was like, I can't do this. I don't like tofu, so it's over for me. I don't know why I thought that. Next day, that was the last time I ate meat, by the way. So the day that I started being vegan was the last time I ate meat up until this day. So it's like 3 weeks now. So that the next day I had it in my head that I was really not gonna be going full vegan. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try to make more plant-based meals. I'm gonna try cutting out meat, but I'm still gonna eat it. And then as the days went on and as I started to make plant-based meals, I loved it. I loved it so much. I felt good. Here we are. I don't plan on eating meat probably ever again. I really don't miss it at all. I feel good and I really enjoy eating plant-based meals and trying new things and making new things, and I just enjoy it and I feel better mentally. I don't know. It's just weird how much positive it's really done for me. As far as the whole bloating thing, so the first 2 weeks that I was vegan, this is week 3, so the first 2 weeks I was still bloated. I was like, okay, I don't think it was the meat because I'm still bloated, but I'm still gonna be vegan. But actually, towards the end of last week and into this week, I have been bloated so much less. So I feel like it's working, and I feel like it just kind of, I needed those first 2 weeks to kind of like remove it from my system or something and get used to it and adjust to it. As far as if you're wondering, maybe you're thinking about becoming a vegan or vegetarian or making some type of lifestyle change in food, the hardest part for me so far has just been like going out to eat. You know, my family, we like to go out to eat a good amount, like a couple times a week we go out to eat, and I don't want that to I don't want to stop doing that because we love it as a family. We enjoy our time going out to eat together. I'm trying to find more places. I'm trying new things when I go. So that's really been the challenge, is finding what I can eat at places and kind of making sure that they're not giving me anything that has dairy in it. Or, you know, meat's pretty easy because you can just ask for anything, basically, like any salad. You can be like, oh, I don't want chicken on it. It's pretty easy with the meat, but it's mostly like the dairy. And also, since I'm gluten-free, that has been a tricky one for sure. Like a lot of places will have, you know, a plant-based burger. They won't have a bun that's both vegan and gluten-free because it will have eggs in it. If the bun is gluten-free, it's gonna have eggs in it most likely. So at that point, that's like the only exception I really make is like bread and stuff, because it's a little bit too hard, especially when I go out to eat. Like even the bread I have here at home it has eggs in it, but it's gluten-free, and I have yet to find a gluten-free bread that's also vegan. So if any of you know of any, please let me know in the comments because I'm desperately trying to find one. I know that there's a lot of people that don't agree with vegan or vegetarians or like think it's strange, and you know what, to be honest, I was actually one of those people. I thought that vegetarians and vegans and whatever was so weird, and I was like, that's so stupid. Like you know, I'm guilty. I thought they were just like looking for attention or whatever the heck. It wasn't until I started learning and being interested in nutrition and taking my nutrition course and learning about food that I really realized, I just learned about it, and I'm like, you really don't need meat if you don't want to eat meat in your diet. There's so many other things that you can get, the things that you need in. Like it's really just personal preference, and what works for you might not work for everybody. Everybody might not agree with it, and that's totally fine. Just do you, and that's really all that matters. That's kind of what I've been telling myself, and as long as you're happy with what you're doing, then who cares what anybody else thinks. Since I do have an eating disorder, as you guys know if you watch my channel, you know, it's a priority to me that I'm making sure that I'm eating enough, and that was kind of a big thing in my head when I decided to go vegan, is I wanted to make sure I'm getting enough food, because I don't want to fall into restrictive habits, and I don't want to starve myself or anything like that, because, you know, I have an eating disorder, so I have to watch these things and I have to make sure I'm taking care of myself. But honestly, since I became vegan, I swear to God, I eat more. I eat more like vegetables and fruits, and I eat more beans, and I eat just like bigger meals kind of, or more things during the day, so I'm making sure I'm getting enough. I feel like I've just been honestly eating more, but eating healthier for me. I do plan on making many videos about this. I want to make recipe videos. I want to make what I eat in a day, what I eat in a week. So if you're interested in those, please let me know in the comments. I I always love to hear from you guys and make sure that you're enjoying the content that I'm putting out, because that's super important to me, obviously. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this little video. I just wanted to update you guys and let you in to my life and my new little journey. With all that being said, I hope that you have a great day or night, whatever time it is when you're watching this video. Subscribe, follow me on social medias, all that jazz, and I will see you guys probably on Thursday with a brand new video. Bye. Oh, my phone is ringing. Okay.
No worries, please get back early.